All right, hey everybody, it's Gianna at the Mythical Garden. Happy Friday. So we're gonna see what is the energy like for the weekend, and also Mercury retrogrades here, so yay that. All right, ancestors, what is the energy for the weekend? What is the energy for the weekend? Hi, Angel. What is the energy for the weekend? Oh, I don't like that kind of energy. I don't know if Amber's in tonight. I know she was sick on Tuesday. Let's see. Let me just pull out all these cards because they is looking kind of. What is the big? Hi, goddess. Let's see. Hmm. Also, let me get the last card. The last card go flying. Oh. Okay. Let's see, because this is kind of little. It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, this weekend is a lot. Let's start with the easiest. So first, we have the Four of Swords, right, for the energy this weekend. Some people might be feeling extra tired. I know I was extra tired today. But we have the Four of Swords, extra tired, reset. Some people might actually be recalibrating themselves, like their nervous system or their emotions. Just, taking a seat back this weekend. It's more like just let's relax. See, now here we have the Five of Wands. All right, there might be some conflict. We have a Nine of Pentacles, so it might be with a female energy who isn't very secure in themselves. I would say, like, or who's very codependent. So I could be a friend, a platonic person that's very codependent. Because you think about Nine of Pentacles upright, somebody who's very independent. So this one's like somebody who's very codependent. So they might cause conflict. It's given like they feel like a shift that's happening, and but wounds are coming up because we're also in Mercury retrograde, so you have to be aware of that. So there's also wounds coming up to reflect. So this person is probably most likely projecting stuff onto the friendship. But this is like we have the High Priestess, right? So the High Priestess here is basically saying, you guys gotta be on your P's and Q's, listen to that intuitive nudge, especially when it comes around certain people, certain individuals, because they're gonna show basically who they really are, right? Again, we have the Eight of Cups and a Two of Cups. I feel like some people are gonna be walking away from partnership, whether it's romantic or just like business, and yeah, they're gonna be walking away, but because it's like some toxic stuff. So we have the W. So it's like toxic attachment. So like a toxic environment, right? A hostile environment. So that's what the walking away is from. But then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So things, even regardless of all this, because it feels like a lot is going on. Stuff is still going to be moving forward. Let's go. Actually, no, not that deck. Let's put this one up here. Let's go with this one. All right. Okay. All right, let's see what else. What else can we say about? Hold on, guys, give me one. Can we pause this? Is there a way to pause? Hold on. Okay. Oh, hi Amber. All right, we're back. All right, I answer text, but let's see what else. We also have water element reflection, kindness, compassion. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that about the reflection with the Four of Swords? So a lot of people are gonna be reflecting this weekend. Take that rest period and reflect and be safe. Right? Take that rest period, reflect, and also soak in water because water helps rejuvenate the spirit. Not only it relaxes you, but also helps rejuvenate you. We have Gray's short, timid, misunderstood, shy, right? So that could be the conflict I was getting with the feminine energy. They may be very timid, very insecure, right? So it's kind of like projected onto the friendship and stuff like that, like I said earlier. But it's given like, why are you such a bad friend? But the other person is like, I'm not a bad friend. Like, it's just like, I'm not, yeah, it's 24/7. That type of energy. Let's see what else. We have golden ratio, beauty, nature, patterns, right? So pay attention to patterns during Mercury retrograde this weekend. I know some people with pattern, a lot of people will say that intuition is pattern recognition, but it could be both. Both could be true. So just pay attention to patterns around you, especially people's behaviors. I keep getting like mask on and then like coming off or like just melting off. So pay attention to people's behaviors. It's gonna make a lot of sense and like down the road, but pay attention. Very, very, very good. Let's see. We have shit. We have sirens be responsibilities, lessons growing up. Right? So there's gonna be lessons that's gonna be had during this weekend. We have Merkaba, movement, long distance, travel, excitement. So some people are gonna be having fun. Very few, or planning a trip. Get those, what do you call those insurance on the trip packages, whatever, because it is Mercury retrograde. So, but there's lessons involved. So you might do that because I know some people don't actually get the insurance package part, because I don't. I feel like it's a scam. But it's also Mercury retrograde, so you don't want to take the chance with that. Let me get one more card for this. And look, we have MIB, stalker, intimidation, confrontation. Yes. Like I said, there's going to be a confrontation because we do have the Five of Swords there, right? That's not swords, excuse me, wands. I said swords. Let's pull from here. Let's see what else. What else is going to happen this weekend? We have abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. So with this abundance card, just be positive. Be positive. Even if you're on Mercury's retrograde hit list or not, just be positive this weekend. I feel like good things are gonna happen to a lot of people who keep the positive mindset and positive energy. Yeah, self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-improvement, which goes into the rest, right? And what is it? Yes, rest and reflection. So journaling will be good for that. So do the healing. This gonna be some lessons with the shadow work that's happening. Let's see what else. Separation. Yeah, that's not that with the. Let me see if I pull these cards back up. Yeah, I said that. Look, with the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups walking away, so there's a separation here and that's happening. So that was a confirmation there. Separation. somebody cheated or somebody lied. Oh, they could have done both. Those are the two words I heard: cheating and lying. And then right before I got on live, La India, Mi Mara Venganza. I can't speak Spanish that well, so it's bad. So it's basically, My Ultimate Revenge was playing earlier. Let's see. Make sure it's one card. Okay. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding conversation, cold purses, boundaries, still angry. Not today. So some people being avoided this weekend just to try to avoid conversation, but I feel like it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. Whether it's this weekend, next weekend, it's gonna happen. And then we have engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, returning, completion, union. So, lessons and growing up. So if some people's relationship lasts this weekend, then you guys, made it. So it might go to the next level. Somebody's connection might go to the next level. For all this weird energy. I mean, the energy has been weird. Yesterday it was weird as hell. But that's what I have for what's going on for the collective. Let me just shuffle. Tuesdays and Fridays I do live at 10 p.m. Eastern every Tuesdays and Fridays. And also don't forget I did a video. I don't know if it was yesterday or the other day. So check that out. Check that video. I think it's about the Divine Feminine, which is everybody. So don't forget to check that video out. All right, Angel, what is your question? Hi, Echo. I cannot. Okay. You kind of triggered my dyslexia there a little bit, Angel. But I understood what you mean. Why I cannot get married. Oh, let me just shuffle. Hi, Sonali. Hi, Sexy Empress. Okay, let me see. Angel wants to know why they cannot get married. Angel wants to know why they cannot get married. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sophia. Hi, Sophia. All right. Why Angel cannot get married? Why Angel cannot get married? Okay. Oh. All right, Angel. The reason why you cannot get married is because these are the type of women that you kind of deal with, So we have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse, right? So these are type of women who are very selfish, because the Queen of Cups can be very selfish when she's in reverse, and conniving. The Queen of Swords in reverse is very conniving, very so much so evil, right? And you put these together, these are some you kind of deal with like narcissistic individuals. Like, you're not full blown narcissists, but like women who are inconsiderate, right? Um, you move slow, right? It could just be. It takes you a while to figure it out if you want to marry this person or not. But the Nine of Pentacles, you move slow. It's not a bad thing at all. It's actually a very cautious thing that goes on with you, because you don't want to make the wrong mistake. Marriage is like a big leap forward, but you move slow, and it's perfectly fine. You're a slow burn. It's fine. But we do have the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune, right? So that just tells me two things. One, it could just be a difference in beliefs, right? It could just be a difference in beliefs that kind of like slows down marriage. It could just be simple as like you may be very, very traditional, and the person may be not the typical traditional. So it kind of conflicts a little bit. But also marriage it's there. It's just you just haven't found the right person yet. Let's see here. Oh, I'm tired today. Excuse me. Let's see what else. What else can we tell Angel? Why they cannot get married. Well, it's kind of... So we have, it is safe for you to love and you deserve love. So you have both of these. So it could just be a mindset type thing. Like, you gotta get out that woe is me mindset, right? Not... Don't think of it as like everything happens to me. Think of it as everything happens for me, right? It sounds similar, but it's very different. So everything happens to me is more like a woe is me type mindset, and everything happens for me is just think about it as like protection, dodging bullets and stuff like that. Let's see what else. I think I may have... I don't think it's negative energy. I just think it's negative mindset when it comes to relationships, because you could probably just have a certain perception based off of being hurt a lot, and that happens, right? But you do have colon and soulmate, so like a soulmate, it's on their way. They're on their way. It just change your mindset a little bit when it comes to relationships, and just flirt a little bit more, right? Even if you're awkward, just flirt a little bit more, right? And then bottom deck says, be optimistic about your love life. So be a little positive, be a little optimistic about that. Let's see from here. Let me get a few cards from this deck. So we have telepathy. So pay attention to like your thought process, right? Your thought process. Especially if you're the type of person that you kind of like talk to yourself a little bit and answer your own questions. That's actually when you talk to yourself a bit and you answer your own questions, that's actually you speaking to your spiritual guides and your ancestors and stuff like that. So pay attention to that if you do that. Let's see what else. What it? We have third party. So a lot of interference. It could be work, other people. I feel like it's work and other people that tend to interfere with your romantic partners. I feel like it's not the people part is not on your side, it's on the other people's side. But work, because I know you say still looking for a job, but before it was like work, right? Third party's not always... And you have to slow down. Unless you... Do you be rushing, Angel, into relationships? Like, do you be trying to rush the progress, the pace a little bit? Because slow down. We have the Nine of Pentacles and slow down card. So maybe try to move a little slow, right? Or a little slower. Because what probably happens is like you move slow in the beginning and then you start realizing like, oh yeah, I like this person, it's going good. And then you try to like pick up speed. It might give the person whiplash. So stick to like one pace. One pace. Let's see what else. And we have past life. So your past life could be very much involved. So what could happen is in the past life, you could have treated partners bad. And in this life, you just have to pay off karma. It happens. Trust me, it happens. And this sucks. Because in my past life, I was a man whore. And I treated women badly. And so in this life, I have relationships that treated me badly. But yeah, just change your mindset a little bit. Make sure that it's like, change your perception. Make sure it's not negative about relationships. Don't have like, oh, they're all the same or it's going to turn out the same. Just be positive. Let it, even if it's like scares you a little bit, let it flow naturally. And then if you feel like you're talking negative or coming up with negative mindset of it, just interrupt it and be like, no, that's the past. That's not what's going to happen this time. And I feel like once you do that, you're going to meet somebody. Because, well, true love, when I split the deck. Because it's all about mindset. Because what your inner world always reflects what your outer world is. Right? What? And I feel like you're going to meet somebody who isn't going to run. Who isn't, selfish. All about them and inconsiderate. And a little conniving. I don't feel like that. You might have, I feel like you might meet somebody who's extremely nurturing. To the point where you're going to be like, what do you want? What's the hidden agenda? That type of energy. But, just work on your perceptions of relationships. Very slow. Do I need to clean karma? Man, if we could clean karma, that would be amazing. Just learn the lessons from karma, right? Don't resist it. Just learn the lessons, absorb it, and then when it happens again, you already know what to do. Okay, I know Amber's next. You're welcome. Let me move these decks over. General? Alright, got you, Amber. Okay. What messages do we have for Amber? Alright. Let's go on to follow. What messages do we have for Amber? Yeah, I'm tired. So we have the Six of Swords. So you pretty much move into somewhere of peace, calm waters. Maybe a little less overthinking or just be in your head. But we also have the Four of Wands here, right? So I feel like it's already been starting to build like a solid foundation. It could just be, I don't feel like it's a relationship. I just feel like it's in life. Like you started solid foundation, doing mostly things for yourself. We also have the Two of Wands, which is kind of like a waiting card, but also a decision card at that. So it's not giving. It's given. I'm not gonna be impulsive on my decisions. From now on, I'm gonna let opportunities come and then make a move, right? Because you also have the Hangman and the Magician here, right? Hangman, Magician. So I feel like you could, man, with the Magician here, I feel like you're entering a place where you can start manifesting easily. I don't know. I feel like Mercury retrograde for you works better for you because some people with Mercury retrograde or any retrograde born with in their chart work better within those retrogrades. So I feel like for you, Mercury retrograde is actually gonna help bring in more of your manifestations instead of delaying it. And then here we also have the Hangman, which just talks about perception, right? Perception, seeing things from different point of view. So you might be introduced to like a new way of thinking or just a new way of seeing, meaning you may the ideology might change over the course of the next week. So you might have thought, for example, some example, you'd be like, fish stinks. Now you're like, fish don't stink no more. Like that type of change is gonna happen in perception. Let's see here. Let's see what else for. Yeah, look. We have the lightning. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yeah, look. Epiphanies. Then we have ascending. Transcend obstacles, learning, expansion, new form, prepare for union. So you are. I feel like this new perception is gonna help you navigate obstacles better. It's because you know how like in track field with the hurdles, like that's the type of thing I'm being shown. So you might have some hurdles in your path, but you're gonna be able to jump or leap over them. Because I was gonna say jump, but they were like leap over them, so that it's not actually blocking you. Instead of like figuring out a way around it, you're just gonna go over it, right? It has a lot to do with things that you've already learned. How you're gonna start seeing things differently, or even through like new eyes, right? For some reason, I'm getting put on new glasses. You know how like rose tinted glasses, but this one's different. It's not rose tinted. It helps you see better. Or it could just be your third eye opening up a little bit more. So you have paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So you're gonna be you're definitely on the path of more happiness. More happiness. May even be a little bit more playful. Let's see. Gonna have a date coming up. Either meeting somebody, a date, but there's definitely a date coming up for you. So we have a Grim Reaper. The relationship's over. No second chance. Grow and transform your life. So you have two cards of transformation here. Two cards of transformation. Growth and transformation. So yeah, you're definitely gonna be somebody new. You're gonna be not who you were. Basically, if you think about it, 3 weeks in advance, you're not gonna be who you were 3 weeks ago. That's what I mean. Let's see. Let's see here. Get two cards from here. Okay, so Syrian lessons growing up. So yeah, you definitely lessons. But I feel like those lessons are gonna transform you to something better, somebody better. I keep seeing your third eye, so it might help with your third eye opening. So you may have a little bit of headache. We have crop circles, messages, curiosity, and signs. Eye sprinkle, and then we have vegan, solitude, independence, peace. Look, like I said, your life is moving in a path where you're more peaceful. Um, pay attention to signs. So signs could be numbers. Um, I'm getting like birds, a specific bird. If you have a bird that you associate with spiritual team, your ancestors. I feel like you're gonna be seeing that more, or unless you told the universe, show me a sign with this certain bird, but you bird. But birds is very specific here. But that's not half of you, Andrew. Amber. I say Andrew. Do you know anybody named Andrew? I don't know nobody named Andrew. That was a big floor in your tongue. But Amber, so that's what I have. So you might have a day. You move into peaceful pastures. Mercury retrograde is actually going to be very nice to you. Congratulations. You're one of the lucky few. And think about it. If you just start manifesting and you see how Mercury retrograde is going in reverse, and then when it hits direct, it's going to slingshot because it's showing me like a slingshot. So try to work that. See if it works out. Start with something small. Maybe a new car. You're welcome. Maybe a car. Let's see here. Who's next? Alright. Coming in March for me. Okay. Got you, goddess. Just shuffle these. Do that again. Okay. Goddess wants to know. Okay, Goddess wants to know what's coming in March for her. What is coming in March for Goddess? Hi, ancestors. What is coming in March for Goddess? Okay. Good night, Rennie. What is coming? Ooh. Let's see. What's coming for Goddess in March? Okay. Lipstick's all over this thing. How can I clean this? So, we have... So we have the moon, right? So the moon, people use it, talks about illusions, hidden stuff, or things being illuminated, right? So I feel like because right after that, after the moon, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, right? So it could just be highlighting somebody's behavior or characteristics or personality that isn't very nurturing, right? So you could just be dealing with a friend that's, how can I put it? Like if you if they need like some type of nurturing, you're there for them. But if the tables were to turn, they're poof be gone. Like who where they at? Right. So yeah. So I feel like more things are gonna be revealed about her. Like, it could just be like how they probably talk about you to others, or just a little bit more of their nasty personality, right? So we have the chariot here. The chariot here talks about fast movement. So you are going to be moving quickly, especially on whatever timeline you are now. So I feel like this the timeline you are now is the timeline you want to be on, or you're it's like the easiest for you to navigate. So with the chariot here, you're gonna pretty much propel forward, and you're gonna have some type of victory along the way. Because we also have the three of pentacles here. We're talking building, right? Building collaboration. So you might be I want to say working on a team on a project with other people, right? But we also have the Empress here, and you're gonna also be in more in your feminine energy.